Why Buhari picked GAMBARI as chief of staff. How cabal was sidelined. No member of the so-called Aso Villa cabal had an input in the selection of the new chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. Top-level sources knowledgeable about the selection process disclosed last night. Precisely, Aso Villa sources indicate that the selection of Professor Ibrahim Gambari was already a fait accompli as soon as the post became vacant, because the president had penciled Gambari as a potential chief of staff since after the 2019 elections in a bid to inject new life into the presidential team and with an eye on his legacy beyond 2023. However, the odds eventually favor the late chief of staff after several emirs cancelled that Malam Abba Kyari be allowed to continue with the job, since he was still much interested and is already well trusted for the job. In fact, Alhaji Mama Duara, who brought Kyari to serious reckoning for the job in 2015, was not as keen on his fate again in 2019, but suggestion that he refused by the president not to reappoint Kyari after the May 2019 inauguration might shame Kyari and bring him in bad light is why the president did not demean to the Council of the Traditional Rulers to stick with the late chief of staff. So after Kyari gave up the ghost on infecting the coronavirus, the president was unclear on who to push forward for the top Aso Villa aide slot. Besides, the revelation of the excesses of the former chief of staff through a memo by the National Security Advisor, according to a presidency source, had weakened the moral succession of Malam Abba Kyari in the sight of the president, who nonetheless sought to upbraid Kyari instead of removing him outrightly. So when Kyari passed, the president needed someone he could trust outside of the so-called cabal and outside of the group of other well-known contenders against the cabal, such as the First Lady, Education Minister, and Colonel Ahmed Ali and others. But he had come very close to that decision way back after 2019 election, as he looked forward for his 2023 legacy narratives, sources explained last night. The source explained that what many people don't understand about the president is that he's not only a process-oriented public official, but also very methodological. Say the sources, when he had to remove and replace Babachi Lawa as SGF, he settled for the person who came second when he drew up the list in 2015. That is what happened again in the choice of a new chief of staff. Also unknown to many, while Gambari had not been so visible in the Buhari administration, he has always numbered among the very few people the president always trusted and to whom the president granted unfettered personal access all through the years. But the immediate past late chief of staff did not particularly welcome the relationship between Buhari and Gambari, especially on the official levels. Now, according to the sources, a new kitchen cabinet is emerging around the president with the emergence of Gambari as the chief of staff, with indications that the compact knit of trusted aides of closest advisors will now be dominated by Gambari, the NSA General Baba Gana Mongono, and SGF Boss Mustafa, while many in the villa now expect an effective synergy with the office of the vice president, unlike under the previous circumstances. As the new chief of staff reports for work in full today, having just attended only FEC last week, it is believed that remnants of the cabal have resolved not to allow itself to be consigned and are pulling strings around the new chief of staff to draft him and co-opt him. But there is at least one member of the cabal who was also keenly interested in the job but lost out and is known to be an arch-enemy of the new chief of staff. The cabal member, who was also a former diplomat, is said not to be interested in conceding the battle so soon, but drafting Gambari into the circle of the cabal. Wow. So we can see that even if Gambari was so silent, we've not been hearing much from him. He's not been into politics. We've not heard a lot of him in the open. But it's been said that Buhari has always kept a close line of relationship with him. So, as such, when people were even wondering and thinking who will be the next chief of staff, many were speculating that it's going to be one of the cabal. We know the cabal, Mama Dwara, Kingebe. But however, Kingebe came and gave his own part of the story and stated that for his age, we don't expect him to be waking up very early in the morning at 8 a.m. to come and be the chief of staff. That whoever is speculating such things should trash it, that he's not interested. But we know all of these people, they are part of the cabal. And we know the cabal has always fought against Aisha Buhari. Aisha Buhari has not had her way. So in the bid for the search of the new chief of staff, this came as a shocker to everyone, even the cabal as well, because they didn't think that it was going to be Gambari. Right now, the only thing the cabal can do now, because they can't throw Gambari away, is to try to work with him so that they can still have their say in presidency. We know the cabal; they are the ones pulling the strings behind the scene. They are the ones. Abba Kyari was said to be a de facto president, so that role is really a strong one, the chief of staff, and that's the shoes that Gambari has come to fit in now. But right now, we're going to see how this will work, because the cabal, they are not in agreement with Aisha Buhari. Aisha Buhari is excited that at least someone has come to her rescue. Gambari is there. So we don't know which side Gambari is going to be bending to, if it's going to be bending to the cabal or if it's going to be bending to Aisha Buhari. We will see how all of this goes. But the painful part of all of this is that if we look at all of this, we'll just see what Buhari is doing with our country. You can see that the interest of the people is not in any of all of this consideration in everything he does. It's just about himself, how it was talking about he has been looking forward to 2023 legacy. I don't know what that means. So I don't know if he still thinks that he's going to come back to full Nigerians again. Not a chance. No way. We are wiser than that. We will not let that happen in our country. At least we've seen it firsthand. He's done 2 times now. We've seen it firsthand, and there's nothing that we can really hold on to say the change that he has brought. He's been talking about fighting corruption. We can't really see the corruption that he's fighting. Right now, he has picked someone, because you can hear that even before he picked Abba Kyari, he had this man, this Gambari in mind, but for some reasons, he kept this as a last joker, and now he has pulled out the last joker. He feels that this is the one that would help him into the 2023. That is really some kind of joke, because Nigerians will not give in into that. We don't know what his missions are, what his plans are, but we know certainly they will all unfold. It will be revealed very soon. So my people, that is the news reaching us at the moment. How the cabal was sidelined at the end of the day, and how Gambari took over the role of the new chief of staff. It was quite shocking to the cabal as well. So people, do leave your take, leave your comment down below in the comment section. Would really love to hear your take, and would really love to share in your thoughts. Want to take this time to say thank you once again to everyone that have subscribed. We really do appreciate you. Thank you for supporting our channel. Thank you for always staying tuned to every news that comes by. We really appreciate you. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do us well by clicking on the subscribe button down below, and also do hit on the notification bell. It enables you to get updates of all of our latest news as soon as we post. We are here to keep you updated with the latest happenings in our country, mostly political. So hit on the notification bell, and also do give us a thumbs up. Click on the like button, give us a thumbs up, and just to let us know you're supporting us as well. We really do appreciate you once again. This means so much to us. Thank you very much. Till I come your way again, is bye for now, and God bless.